This is how it is going to go. We are going to have 7 days straight where we have picks that you can make with your chance to be BetTV's Betting Extraordinaire for a chance to win $25,000. If you get the first 3 questions right over the course of 3 days, you're going to win $250. If you get to day 5, you're going to win $2,500. And if you get through day 7, a week straight of correct picks, we're going to give you $25,000. No joke.
That is right. It is day 2 of Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. We had a slew of contestants last night picking on the NBA games, some props with James Harden, Lonzo Ball, Norman Powell. Lonzo Ball comes through. We have 4 contestants that have made it through to day 2. We're going Thursday Night Football. We got an NFL game. We got the Steelers and the Vikings, total sitting about 44.5, most spots pushing 45. And then Minnesota going from 3.5 to 3, back to 3.5. No Adam Thielen. Maybe Cook plays, I think, is the expectation, but how much, what's his usage going to be like? How many carries? So we're going to go TD props for tonight's game. We have 4 players. They're not quite the 4 favorites, since Cook technically would be the favorite if he plays. There's a little bit of uncertainty there. Let's go to the next batch. Najee Harris, Alexander Mattison, who would be backing up Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Deontay Johnson. 2 from each squad. All you guys got to do, pick a player, and if they score, you're through to day 3, and tomorrow you're playing for at least $250. So we had Christian, we had Vic B, and we had 2 more people that I don't remember that picked Alonzo Ball yesterday that are through for today. So 4 callers. Evan and Paul? Yeah? Okay, cool. There we go. We will await their phone calls. We will await a few people that liked the over in this game and expect points anyways. Minnesota's run defense, second to last in the NFL. Only the Chargers are worse, and they're extremely bad on that front. So will Najee Harris be able to run a bunch? Will it set up passing? Deontay Johnson scores. Justin Jefferson probably going to get force-fed, no Thielen. People taking shots on Osborne and like D.D. Westbrook for scoring prop TDs today on Last Word Cheetah. They're underdogs, though. They're not really worth betting on for this question. And then Madison. Is he going to be splitting carries with Cook? Is he going to get left behind? I don't know. So I think it's an intriguing question. Do you have any first thoughts, Quan?
I want to see the two touchdowns for KJ Osborne. Mike,
was it 24-1 that he did?
24-1, yeah. Mike threw that in the chat in the last few minutes.
3 touchdowns is 100-1. Don't think that's going to happen, but weirder things have also happened. So, look, he hit a few of those last month. He ended up taking down the month, which, by the way, I think I still need to send him money for that, because we waited till I bet the conference champ games for an extra prize pool bonus. Anyways, I owe you $650, Mike. He hit 3, I think, or at least 2. First TDs, one was the Deshaun Jackson that just blew him open late in the month for the lead.
Kyle Rudolph
was the other one. It's just sometimes he finds the light and gets him to the winners, and it pocketed him $650 last month. So with that being said, we do have our first contestant calling in. Who is it?
It's Christian from Tennessee.
Christian. Okay, Christian. Nice work last night. Welcome back to day 2. Have you heard the question, or would you like me to repeat it?
Yeah, I heard it. I got you.
Okay. Pick any of the 4, and we'll roll with it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I've been seeing the Steelers' O-line's pretty decimated, and I probably would take the under on Najee's yards tonight. It's just a matter of if they get inside the 5 or something, he's definitely going to score. I'm going to go with J. Jeff. I just like his odds with Thielen out.
Okay, we will lock that in. Justin Jefferson scoring tonight for Minnesota. Good luck tonight, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
See ya. From a price perspective, at the 2 books I looked at to snag these for, Jefferson about minus 105 to minus 115 to score. It's kind of the range that he's in. So slight favorite to score based on the market price. Who's up next?
We got Evan.
Evan, welcome back to the show, man. Good work last night. What are you looking at for today? Have you heard the question?
I have heard the question. Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm going to take Najee Harris to score.
Harris, okay. Tell us why. Give us 30 seconds on your breakdown if you have one.
I think this is a loser leaves town match, and so it might be just, a scrum and might be a 5-yard line, and they'll just hand it off to Najee to run up the gut and score.
Fair enough. You also, again, have a Minnesota run defense, second worst in the NFL in success rate. Also, Harris is the market favorite among these four. So A is probably the correct pick, just in a vacuum. But they're all pretty close. So we'll lock you in for that. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
Loser leaves town match. I love that.
I mean, basically, yeah. Who's up next?
We got Vic B.
How's it going, Vic B?
What's going on, Preston? I'm doing pretty good, man.
Glad to
Getting
hear.
ready for basketball practice. My daughter's basketball practice today. We moved on from volleyball.
There's always something, man. Keep up the good work. You heard the question yet, or do you need me to repeat it for tonight's football game?
Yeah, I've been watching from the top of the show. I'm gonna roll with Najee Harris just from a volume standpoint.
Fair enough. It's pretty straightforward for me as well. I think of the two running backs.
What were the
Cook
numbers on him?
He's like minus 130 range.
Okay, so
some
that's
of the others are
probably
minus
one of
105 to 115, and Deontay Johnson's actually a slight underdog. So I think Najee's a fine pick. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Yep. Take care. Good luck tonight.
All right.
So I have a question. Quan, do you know?
I'm listening.
Is it Najee Harris? Or it's Najee, right?
I believe.
Okay. Yeah. The last caller scared me that I was pronouncing it wrong this whole time, and I grew up with someone named Najee.
Yeah.
So I just always figured it was the same name, and then I was trying to think back to when I've heard it on TV, and I was like, shoot, maybe it is the other way, and I just never considered it. Anyways.
One girl in college, called me Daquan, and it's like I've never not heard Daquan now. It's Daquan, and it's always Daquan. There's no A or Y in the middle of my name, and I'm just like, where the hell are people getting Daquan?
Well, in Spanish, D-E is day.
Oh, well, maybe. She wasn't Spanish.
Okay.
Very Caucasian. So I don't know where she got it. She was drunk, too, so that's probably it.
Yeah. Stay away from those ones. Who's up last? Was it Paul is what it was. Paul, welcome to the show, day 2. Good work last night. Do you need the question? Thursday Night Football, got to pick a touchdown score. Do you know the names? Oh, no. Paul, are you there? Can you hear us okay?
I'm sorry.
All right, we got you now. Yeah, you're up.
I'm sorry.
All good.
I'm good. I'm gonna also go with Najee Harris. I think he can also receive. He's a good. They use him at the backfield a lot receiving. So just got to go with the safe pick. I think.
Easy enough for me, man. We will lock it in. Najee Harris to score tonight, and then we got one on Justin Jefferson. So, with that being said, good luck. We will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully for day 3. And
Yep.
That is all.
Take care.
See ya.
All right, thanks. Bye.
By the way, he has, I believe, 7 total touchdowns. Yeah, 7. 5 on the ground, 2 in the air. Through, it'd be 12 games, right? Yeah, 12 games. So, just something to note on Harris. The Minnesota rush defense. It's going to come down to that. But what's nice about those teams that aren't good against the run is when you're going up against like an old geezer at quarterback, you can bring an extra guy in to help if you need to. I'm not sure it just automatically equates to efficient rushing from Harris. Now, can they get near the end zone and he could run it in either way? But we will see. If you had to pick, who you rolling with, Quan?
You made a good point there. I'm gonna roll with I think I'm gonna roll Najee first touchdown tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I absolutely not for Deontay Johnson which means he's gonna score now. But Ben is he needs to be taken out back like old Yeller. So Najee's up there. I like Justin Jefferson, but they're probably with Thielen out, probably game plan against him. So Madison might be the hit. So I'm gonna play this tomorrow if he scores. But yeah, I like Najee.
I'll let you have him. I don't run like my own NFL prop projection, anything in that regard. I'm not pricing these. The market says it should be Harris. I'm a little bit. Let's look real quick at something. Dalvin Cook, he's been out. I think that's why the line bounced back to 3.5, because the news earlier today was that he is expected to maintain his regular workload and play tonight. So if that's the case, Madison being like a minus 125 favorite seems a little extreme. But the market's maybe smarter than we give it credit for sometimes, at least a market like this. Is Cook really going to just play like it's a normal? I don't know. I think Madison's going to have more carries. So then it's like intriguing, but then it gets into what we talked about last hour. Are you going to bet on the fishy line that's probably a bad price, like the Iowa State game? And he's like, I can't believe Iowa State's not a favorite. Therefore, give me Iowa -5. This is kind of like that, where it's like, why is Madison still minus 120s if Cook's going to get his regular workload? Makes you want to bet it because you think Vegas knows. We talked about it. Vegas doesn't actually know the future. So I just have to go with Harris. Maybe Jefferson is fine as a backup pick. I think those are the two best options, though. So I'll go with Harris as well.
We may have 4 winners.
Well, yeah, I mean, multiple people can score and get through. You just have to be right. You know, just like last night, could have had more people through. Harden just failed, and Norman Powell failed as well.
I think I looked at the score after the middle of the second, and I saw the Rockets up. And did you see Christian Wood look at James Harden last night?
No.
He walked past him and gave him
gave him a look. I missed it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Can we talk about something real quick before we wrap this?
Yeah.
I meant to do it on Last Word Cheetah, and I wish we had some time at the end. We should have just done it. There was a caller on the show 7 Rockets games ago. They had lost 15 in a row, and he said the Rockets might set the record for most losses in a row.
Will they? Yeah. I can't remember who. I was thinking the same thing.
He says, what do you think the chances are? And I was like, well, they go up against like the Thunder twice and the Pistons, and there's some tougher games.
Haven't lost since.
They've won 7 in a row. In the history of sport, any professional league, no team has ever lost 15 in a row and then won 6 in a row. They've won now 7 straight. The one common denominator, Jalen Green, their draft pick this year, rookie, he stopped playing. When he's on the floor, they are minus 22 per 100 possessions. Without seeing the update since last night, but they beat the Nets by 10. It's probably even better now. When he's off the floor, the Rockets are a +7 per 100 team. +7. They're like elite. Now, I still think it's crazy randomness, but I said that after they won 3 or 4 in a row, and now they've just rattled off more wins, and Green continues to not play. His minus 29 to 30 point differential for when he's on-off would be one of the worst in history to log over 500 minutes. We actually, a friend of mine, he's a bettor, was saying he's pretty sure it would be the worst of all time. So is Jalen Green that bad? Is it funny variance, randomness? I don't know. But look at it this way. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I'm pretty sure they're going to go from like a +7x team to maybe they're more like +8 per 100. So we're talking about a 30 point per 100 possessions. Better. The only teams that are better than the Rockets on the season are the Jazz and the Warriors. They have net ratings of +10.3 and 12.9 for the Warriors. So the Rockets, without Jalen, are the 3rd best team in the NBA. You can't really say that. It's dependent on who you're playing. Of course, they got the Nets without Joe Harris and without Kevin Durant, and Aldridge also sat. There's a ton of noise there, too. But I'm starting to sort of believe into this Rockets team and the Jalen Green factor, crazily enough. So whoever it was that called and said, man, are the Rockets going to set the record and lose, was it 22 in a row was the record? They literally were 1-16 as a team, I believe. Lost 15 straight at the time he called and won 7 straight. A team that's, yeah. Do you know who they play next by chance? I'm gonna look it up.
This right here.
They play the Bucks. Probably gonna lose tomorrow to the Bucks. Then they play the Grizzlies, the Hawks, Cavs on the road who've been tough. Like they're probably gonna start losing games, but this isn't getting talked about enough. So it should. Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. We will wrap it up. Good luck to the 4 contestants tonight. TDs and points. We want them in the NFL game. We will talk to you guys tomorrow, Friday, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. We'll be back in the Bets TV studios for Last Cheetah and day 3 of Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire.